Hello? We're about to time travel. Oh, it's time travel to a time when people talk to each other. When men and women met in places called bars. My youth, long time ago, and far, far away. They look like this. And actually, this is not too good a picture of me. This is Nerdy Vinnie. Anyway, it'll be appropriate for some of the stand-up routines I'm going to do from 1980. I'm going to do now. These are from 90, oh, I don't know, 80 to 82 or 83. So, death in my old brain is so great, I don't really know. Anyway, I'm going to do it. Now, the first of this, what shall we do? Should we do cats? Or I had to get out of my mom's house because she was overprotective? Or should I do no men? Let's see. What should I do? I think I should do my original. I had to move out of my mom's house because she was overprotective. And in fact, this is the very house that I had to move back into. Yeah. So we went round robin here. We went here and we ended up over here again. Anyway, I had to move out of my mom's house because she was overprotective. Every time I was going to go out, she would say, Mom, I'm going down to the grocery store. Said, You're going out now at this time of night? There was no daytime in the olden days in 1980, only nighttime. And at that time, there was no good times to go out. No, it was dangerous. It was a dangerous neighborhood. Oh, yeah. They had shootouts every day outside. Thank God the drug addicts, the drug pushers had very bad aim. Not only did they not shoot each other, they didn't shoot other people. It was just bing, 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 bing. Unlike today, the drug pushers who have, when they have shootouts, they manage to shoot everybody but themselves. And they have the wild shootouts and poor people, babies are getting shot. It's terrible. Back in the old days, none of them went to a firing range. No, they didn't. Anyway, try not to look at myself. My friend Eva Steinberg says I shouldn't, but I'm so charismatic I can't resist me. Hello, me. Anyway, here we go. And this is what I look like. Yeah, not bad. No in the comment section saying I look bad. What should I do? No. Anyway, Mom, I was overprotected. And whenever I was going out, it was a bad time of day or night to go out, and and it was close to home. I was saying I'm going to 23rd Street. You know, that's a very bad area. That's right next to Harlem. 28th Street. That's right next to Harlem. 87th Street. I thought my mom thought that Harlem was on wheels and that there were 12,000 black guys pushing it to whoever I happened to be going in the city. Vinny's going to 22nd Street tonight. Let's get this shit moving. He's going to be pretty surprised when he gets to Harlem. I mean, he gets to 23rd Street and Harlem's standing there. I haven't done this in 40 years. Give me a break. I'm an old man. I think I look good for my age. I'll care what no one says. Not bad. Anyway, now is this racist? Because nowadays you can't do impersonation of a black person because it's racist. Well, I'm going to do it. What, you gonna come to my house and give me a hard time? I'll give you a hard time. You can't come to my house and give me a hard time. Oh, you Scientologist bastards. Or you Why don't you woke people go to sleep? That's what I think you should do. I am awakened. Ooh, you didn't think that. I'll vote for Trump. This election over. I'll support him. I love me a Trump, I do. He's not the fool you say. He represents white trash like me almost every day. Oh, he talks like me. He argues like me. He reminds me of my favorite person, me. I could listen to him for hours as he rambles on. He's my Donnie Trump. He makes liberals' head explode all the time. He makes me feel so sublime. I'm not awakened, I'm asleep. I'll go dreaming on. Anyway, see, I can't even do my own routines. Anyway, the irony here is I lived in the Lower East Side, or as we call it fashionably now, the East Village. The East Village, at that time of day, or at that time of the millennium, calling the Harlem a bad area was a little like downtown Beirut calling uh, some other places having a civil war a bad area. It's true. This was a very rough area. It's getting rough again. With others. They're cocky doodoo heads. My God, I'm not as mature as I was at 23. I was much more sophisticated. Anyway, I'm telling you, the world has changed and it's going to rearrange. There might be atomic war. That's why I'm dressed in my war outfit. I'm going to be ready. I am. Yeah. Keep on looking at myself. It's unprofessional in this sense. But I don't care. Who is going to tell me I'm unprofessional? I was professional. They're professional. I was always a talented amateur, and still proud of my amateur status. You can't cancel me. I've never been in syndication. You better watch it. Got a good right hand. Nothing else. Everything else is just fair. But if you just stand still, not like that lousy Jake Paul, Mike Tyson running around like a little statue, can't even hit the band. Made me sad. Mike was representing all us people who are old. And he wouldn't stand still. Because he's a bad sport, that Jake Paul. He is. Every time somebody goes out and gets an ARP number, uh, you turn 40 or 50, you get a note from Jake Paul saying you want to fight. Jake Paul, you're a bad person. Well, actually, he's a nice person. He supports women's boxing, and he's a great promoter and self-promoter. But he's a stinker also. He has issues with the elderly. I bet he goes into old folks' homes just going, put up your nose. Maybe I should talk about cats. But this is hard because I got a cat that's very affectionate. And I taught to be affectionate. He was a vicious cat. This goes back about cats. See, cats, people say cats do a good job. They eat mice and keep the vermin at bay. They have a job. No, dogs have jobs. There's guard dogs, companion dogs. There's there's uh, there's uh, there's CNI dogs to help the handicapped. Yes. No, but they don't. But the cats don't have them jobs. Don't no. Don't confuse a homicidal tendency for a job. Sure, they'll kill the mices and torture them to death so they taste better when they're scared. It's like a monster movie. No, you're confusing. Because let me tell you something about cats. If they had a few pounds on you, You would be stalked and killed. That's why nobody has pet leopards except crazy Mike Tyson. And now he don't have him no more. Now he's gotten old. Mikey Tyson. I like him a lot. He's crazy like me and smart as a fun. I got pictures of me too, handsome me. Ooh, I don't think I've changed that much, except for old age. Yeah. And then, yeah, so the homicidal tendency, and they have and not only that, they'll kill you, they'll kill your parakeet, they'll kill your goldfish. Yeah, they have a scorched earth policy, those cats. Except my other cat, your cat, she's sweet. But I taught her to be sweet. When I first had her, she was scratching, she was mean, and she gave me the eye. And I say, girl cat, I'll go pick you up every day, and I'll pet you. And then one day, she jumped into my arms. I had to break her will to make her a goody cat. That's what I did, and I will do it again. Because I am the master. I am the master of my cat. And she's not here right now because I can't take care of her because I'm not well. In what sense do you say I'm not well? Many sense, physical, mental, and financial. Yeah. Then about the girls. Girls are bad. You're mercenaries. And when you're not mercenaries, you're crazy. And when you're not crazy, you want to take her freedom away. That's a bad thing. All men want to do is innocently go and impregnate as many women and do the hoopy doop with a lot of people. But we're persecuted for it. If it wasn't for us, there would be no people in the world. Because then we would go out and then we would get monogamous like penguins. And then what would happen would be that that one of the penguins gets killed or he dies in childbirth, and then the other penguin's lonely and dies. No more people. No more people. The maybe women are responsible for civilization because we settled down and built cities for the ladies. We built the cities. You don't have to build the cities. You don't have the upper body strength, except for lady bodybuilders. But years ago, they didn't have them, except for the Amazons. The Amazons who 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 didn't need the men. You know what they did? They would do the hoopy doop with men, kill the men, take the babies, them baby girls, and throw the baby boys off a cliff. Is that nurturing? I don't think so. I don't want to say that I judge people by our modern views, but throwing your baby off a cliff is not good motherhood. It's bad. That's why I look like that. I look, that's me as a hippie. When I used to tell girls I was in a band or going to be in a band, and that's what. See the picture there with the leather jacket. That's my douchebag period. That leather jacket and the handsome. I was bodybuilding and I look handsome. Anyway, sometimes something they didn't tell us as children, as young men. Some people, if they went back in time, they would warn people about Hitler. They would warn people about your Stalin. No, I wouldn't do that. I would warn a generation of young men about something called the friend zone. Oh, I was trapped in the friend zone. I was a young man, much like this. Years of wasting my time. Now it's okay. It's all right for women to have male friends. But the rule of thumb is this. They're homosexuals. Homosexual men are supposed to be the companions and confidences of women, not heterosexual men. Any man who's your best friend, who's sticking around with you, young ladies, it's because he wants to do the hoopy doop. But you know it. You're not that dumb. Oh, you're dumb. But you ain't that dumb. Oh, if I could, if I would know what a verbal reprimand I would give all you ladies. I remember. I remember being among women, and they would say, "There are no men." I would speak. I would go, no men, no quality men. And I would go, no quality. What do I have 10 stencils in Taiwan on my back? Back then, Taiwan made cheap goods. Just for context. And I would go, no, I would, no quality man. I can't, they would go, I can't meet anyone. And I would feel like one of those guys in the Twilight Zone episode that died and didn't know it. Oh, women, no bad persons. And then you say, well, we raping you men, you raping, kill, and beat people up. Well, at least we you concede a mile away. There's rules against excessive bitchery. Those are misdemeanors, but they mount up. Oh, you call me a misogynist? I haven't massaged anybody in years. Oh, yeah, that's a cheap. But yeah, I didn't know what misogyny meant when I was young. Now I know what it means. It means man hater. I mean, woman hater. There's no word for women hater, for men, women who hate women. We don't get a word. We could say man hater. We have to say. We should be like besides the B word. The B word. Now you're making words I can't say. You don't get that. I can say bitch. Oh, I'm gonna lead a rebellion. Bad girls. All you girls, that's why I call you bad girls. Now that the glorious Trump has won, you're all saying you're not gonna have sex with us. You're gonna shave your head and you're gonna shoot us in the street. Well, at least you. And there's a good-looking broads. And you don't want that. You want, okay, don't do the hoopy doop with me or anybody else. And we'll forewarning for the, because you're crazy. Usually crazy people aren't that attractive, but you're very attractive, crazy people. Nasty, bad people. Hmm. Anyway, this was old stuff mixed with all young new stuff. It's the first time I'm doing it in a while. Been 40 years. The main atrophies. When somebody said, because I have a very expressive face, they call me liquid face. What do you think to call somebody a liquid face? Maybe that's expressive and you can't express yourself. Maybe that's a young lady who's no longer young. Oh, wait, if I had a physical ability, I'd hit you. Oh, wait, wait. Oh, you can't do that no more because it's against the law. And also, most women can beat me up at this point. But that's not the point. Even with the CrossFit, it's making compounding the problem. Anyway, I'm ready for the atomic war. I'm ready. Oh, that's a song. My aide's out there. He's cooking for me. This is Sheena Easton, I think, and she's very happy that her boyfriend, who works his ass off, such a bad word, is working, and she does nothing but be happy and beautiful and take the money. Some things never change. Bad people, mercenary people. You can get with the Russians are going to blow up the world. And then your little game is going to be up. Yes, my little game is going to be up too. I don't like that. Am I looking in the wrong? I can't look. I still love myself. No greater love. Okay, I gotta go now. Mhm.